Hi all, welcome back to Cubicle Talks with Avik. Are you thinking about relocating for a new job? If yes, then this video is just for you. Hold on before you pack your bags and book that flight. Relocation can be a game changer, but at the same time, you need to be very careful because it can turn into a stressful and expensive mess. In this video, I'm going to break down four biggest mistakes people make when they are thinking about relocating to from one city to another city. And trust me, most professionals overlook at least one of them. Whether you are moving cities or moving countries or crossing countries, this could save you a ton of regret, and believe me guys. So let's jump onto the video, and before, I would request all of you, please like and subscribe Cubicle Talks with Avik with for more such similar and self-help videos regarding jobs, corporates, and bad bosses, of course. So let's start. The number one mistake that we do, we tend to ignore the hidden relocation cost. Relocating from one city to another city is a big risk, I would say. It can cost you lakhs, thousand, hundreds of rupees to like 15 lakhs, 16 lakhs. Depends on your lifestyle, depends on your family number of family members you have, whether you have kids or not. But I would say it costs you money. And if that company is whatever the company pays you in terms of the relocation is never enough. The company might pay you for the first 7 days guest house or hotel accommodation, plus the freight charges in terms of moving your household goods in the truck from one city to another. That is okay, but उसके बाद का क्या? You have to be very I would say cautious about the cost involved in the location. For example, if you are doing a job in Calcutta, for example, and you're moving to Bangalore, of course the cost of living, just for example, the cost of living in terms of staying in Calcutta and the cost of living and staying in Bangalore is hell and heaven difference in terms of the rent, in terms of the anything, the lifestyle, the foods, everything. It's costly. So you have to be very careful and do some research in terms of moving. Just don't accept the offer letter and take your decision that boss, I've got a 20% or 30% hike. अरे मुझे तो लॉटरी लग गया अभी आई एम गोइंग टू रिलोकेट. This does not work like this, okay? The second most biggest mistake that I have seen people doing it, be it my friends, be it my colleagues, my ex-colleagues, be it my some of my acquaintances, is not researching enough about the company's work culture, or whether you will be able to sustain the company's work culture and the work-life balance, and what holds in future for you if you join that company. Don't just jump the gun and decide to relocate just because you have got certain amount of hike. It does not work like this. People, the recruiters, the companies will give you very good hikes in order to attract the talents from the other companies. That's a trap, guys. Don't fall for the trap. Money is not everything. If you are moving from one city to another city thinking everything would be like as smooth as a butter, it does not work. So you have to be very careful, do some research in terms of how the company is, how the people are feeling, how the present employees are feeling about the company. Reach out to them via LinkedIn, ask them questions that you have got an offer, and suggest me if I can join this company, how's the team, how is overall work culture, everything, and do some research about the company's future as well. Imagine you joined that company and within 6 or 7 months, I've seen this, guys. I've seen this from very closely. I've seen this that people, like, for example, people have relocated from Pune to Bangalore, and within 6 months they were asked to leave the job, and they got laid off. Think about their situation. Think about their family. Think about the back end things they have been doing for in order to streamline their relocation process. Everything goes for a toss. So never ever rely on what the recruiters are saying while hiring, because they are upselling. Of course they will upsell their companies. They will say anything and everything, but you can't believe them. You have to do your own research before taking a decision. Okay, very very important. Number 3, one of the most common yet uncommon mistakes, I would say, or a very common mistake, but this is never ever discussed openly. What is that? You, as soon as you get an offer from the company, you decide that you are moving, but at the same time, if your spouse is also working, if your wife is also working, you ask your partner to leave that job and look for a job in the same city where you're moving. That's a biggest mistake. Never ever ask your partner to leave the job because you got a very big good offer, and you want her or him to not. It mainly happens in case of female partners, that they are they are asked by their husbands and their partners to relocate along with them. You are unsure about where you will be into, so never ever do this mistake. At least if they are working in a stabilized company, let their job be secured and let them continue to do their job. And don't at the same time, if you have kids, don't take a decision like this, that I want to relocate my kids. I have seen this from very close colleagues of mine, friends of mine. What they have done, for example, they have moved from Bangalore to Gurgaon to Noida, and they have asked their wife to put down their paper, because they also, of course, it's in a good way. I am not saying it's a bad thing, but your partner's career also goes for a stake, because he or she will not know what to do after that, if you because you yourself is unsure about that job. So you should not do this. So that's very very important, and I'm going to disclose how can you take it forward. I'm not saying you cannot move along with your partner. You can do it, but there's a secret hack to it, which is applicable to your partner and your kids as well, if you have one. What is that? You go there, you relocate yourself, you take whatever is there, you work towards stabilizing yourself, and observe and analyze each and everything in terms of, be it your company's work culture, be it your company's stabilization in terms of financial stability, your future, your personal aspiration, your company's aspiration, whether you're aligned with your boss, and everything. For the first 6 months, do this. And if you are sure that I can sustain there for more than 6 months, matlab, if I can sustain there for a couple of years, or this is the job I wanted to do, then you take a decision and ask your partner and ask your and bring your kids along with you, in terms of making them relocate from your the previous city to the old city. Another factor is that for the first 6 months you'll be too busy. If you move along with your partners and kids, they would require your time as well for doing the household chores and everything. because it's a new city for them as well. And for them, you are the face, in terms of you are the only known person for them. Okay, so you at the same time will not be able to concentrate both on your new job and as well as your family, family chores and everything, your kids schools, whatever it is. So it is highly advisable, just wait for 5 to 6 months before you bring in your family and your kids relocation in terms of schools and everything. आप पहले जाओ, देखो कैसा हाल है उधर, then you take a call whether you can bring your family there or not. Very, very important thing. Last but not the least, I would say, don't consult your good friends in terms of relocation. Your friends will always want that, okay, तू आजा हम लोग देख लेंगे, तू आजा हम लोग देख लेंगे. कोई किसी को नहीं देखता है बॉस. Nobody will take care of you if you are in trouble in terms of you get anything. So take a consultation from a neutral person, or you can also reach out to me in terms of, you can email me, you can reach out to me via YouTube comments in terms of whether you're taking the right step. People like me who are in a neutral position, or some other people who is in a neutral position, they will be able to guide you better than your friends, because your friends will not be biased in terms of, see, there are two things. Friends can either be very happy that you're moving, so they can be biased and say आजा हम लोग देख लेंगे, manage कर लेंगे. And secondly, people are there in terms of your not so good friends, they will be jealous of you. अरे क्यों आना है, मत आ, बहुत प्रॉब्लम है यहाँ पे. They will not want you to relocate because तरक्की नहीं चाहते कोई. They will not see your growth in a very good way. Okay, those kinds of friends are also there. So be careful, take a suggestion from neutral person like me. That was very, very important. Hope you like this today's video, and it's a very helpful video. Please pass on and share this video with your colleagues or friends who would like to relocate, and ask them to keep these factors in mind before they relocate to another city. So thank you once again, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Until there, take care, bye, and like and subscribe. Cubicle Talks with Avik. See you and good day.